If you have kids or grandkids, if you know kids, if you've ever seen a kid, you know this one thing to be true. Kids in this generation are connected to their devices, hyper-connected. In fact, the CDC says 8 to 18-year-olds spend 6 to 9 hours a day in front of a screen for entertainment purposes alone. Aside from the obvious issues like obesity, anxiety, depression, aggression, and sleep deprivation, there's two major problems with that much connectivity. First is the influence of culture. That much connectivity gives an unfiltered portal into the head and heart of a young person with messages that don't often align with the truth of God's Word. The end result is a gradual, systematic erosion of morality or their ability to distinguish between right and wrong. But maybe even more problematic than the influence of culture is the noise of culture. Between social media, gaming, streaming, YouTube, TikTok, there's always something to watch, always something to listen to, always something to interact with. There's never 5 minutes in the heart of a kid when they can just be still and hear that still small voice of God. At Woodlands, our vision for camp is to flip that script, to disconnect kids from their devices, from the noise and influence of culture just for a week, creating a 6 to 9 hour void in their lives. Then we get to pick who we fill that void up with. So we fill it with unforgettable experiences, intentional relationships, interactions with God's Word, helpful teaching. And we have found that in that space, outside their comfort zone, disconnected from the noise and influence of culture, having the time of their lives, being poured into by our caring staff, reading and memorizing the Bible, sitting under helpful teaching of God's Word, that they for the first time in a long time, or maybe for the first time ever, can hear that still small voice of God. And that often leads to life-changing conversations and hearts transformed for Jesus. And that is what makes camp such a unique, impactful, life-changing experience in the life of a young person.